Hey everybody, it's your girl China Doll. I just wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing today. I am riding around, as you can tell. I'm doing laundry right now, trying to get everything lined up for my vacation coming up. What did I want to say? Oh, I don't know if I shared with you guys on the previous video about how good church was last Sunday. We learned something. I learned something today, and the thing that I learned is my husband, Chicago is having a lot of schools being turned around. A lot of teachers are losing their positions, not permanently. I mean, they can apply for other positions, but it's funny because when I received the text this morning, I was thinking, oh God, and then as soon as I said, oh God, I had remembered that I had just watched Willie Moore Jr.'s video about how, you know, when you get these things dropped in your lap, the first thing you want to do is look to go off the deep end, have a woe is me type attitude, but then you look and you be like, God's still standing right here next to me, so why am I worried about it? That was one. Two, the next thing that took over my mind was the preacher, when he ministered on Sunday, he spoke and released the word about how, you know, when the Pope, if someone told him a week before he got the position to be the Pope, he probably would have laughed at him and not took it seriously. Like, me, Pope, no. But when he released that word that God was gonna shift and don't be surprised if God opens up a gate and release positions that's created just for you. That was two. Then I talked to my husband, and he cool, calm, and collective. I love that man, because I promise you, as long as we've been together, which will be 14 years in marriage, on the 28th of March, it's like when I look in his face or I search his voice to hear a certain type of tone, and if I get that tone, then I'm like, oh God, we're in trouble. But if I talk to him and he's calm and he's assured, and I'm like, it's gonna be okay, you know. But it just made me laugh because when the minister released that word, like, everybody was jumping up. And so now that it's finally happening, where there will be, I'm still believing that there will be a position designed just for my spouse. So I'm not worried about what's to come, because I know that God already worked it out. And so you need to have that same type of attitude. Whatever is thrown at you, go look at Willie Moore Jr.'s videos. I promise you they will bless your life. But it's just so funny because, you know, when somebody says something positive, God is going to give you this, and God's going to, you're like, oh, yes, yes. And then when it comes in a form where it's testing you to see how serious you are about that test, you're like, I don't know. I didn't say that part. I just said I wanted the blessings. Faith without works is dead. I learned that. I believe that. So whatever we're up against for the summer, I'm believing that God has his hands on it, and what is for us is for us, and there is no person, nothing that can be in a gateway to block that blessing for us. My family has been well taken care of for so many years. It's like, why sit up there and even stress yourself out and worry about it? So with that being said, to make his day easier, I am preparing dinner. I'm washing, which is usually what he does. He goes to work. Saturday he goes and he does laundry. I fold, iron, and put the clothes away. Well, I'm doing all of them because I know that he's going to have a lot in his lap as far as trying to go forth with updating his resume for that great position that God has allowed him to be prepared to. So, with that being said, I love you guys with the love of Christ. I appreciate each and every person who is watching my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. And as I always say, I am going somewhere. Stick with me. Bye.